TCU, unfortunately, with a loss up there in Manhattan, Kansas. We talked a ton about how hard it is for any team to play in Manhattan, but especially TCU. So they now fall to 0-4 against K-State in Manhattan. And TCU now looking ahead to a bye week for a great reset. We got to talk with those guys about what they're looking forward to with the little bit of rest for this week.
Well, didn't see that one coming. Had a good week of practice. Guys were prepared. I came into the game with a lot of confidence. Thought we would play well after last week, and it was just a bad performance from the get-go. Don't really know what to say. Like I said, I'm shocked, surprised, didn't see it coming. Embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I think our players are. I hope they are. They should be. Like I said, didn't see it coming. Had no idea that this was going to be going to play out like it did tonight. So obviously we got a lot of work to do. We got an open date. We'll try to figure out the best way to get it fixed and play better. I'm a little miffed how we can play as well as we did last week and as poorly as we did this week. Don't really understand it. But obviously we've got to try to figure it out.
Coach, did you sense this before the game?
No, not at all. Not at all. Thought we were ready to play. Guys were excited. Like I said, confident. I came in the game with a lot of confidence, and our players did.
Defensively, what do you think the biggest issue was tonight?
I don't know. We had a hard time fitting the run game. You know what I mean? And that's something obviously that we've got to get fixed. And it was a bad performance. So we never slowed them down. I mean, they could have scored as many points as they needed to beat us.
Would Kansas State using both of their quarterbacks at that?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think we prepared for that. We just had a hard time early on getting adjusted. I think they, changed a couple of things and did a good job scheming us, and we just had a hard time getting them stopped and got on our heels and never could recover.
Seemed like the offensive line really struggled tonight, Coach.
I think up front on both lines of scrimmage we got whipped. You know what I mean? I wish I could say it different, but I think we got dominated up front. On our offensive line got dominated. I think our defensive line got dominated.
Are you satisfied with the effort throughout the game, or do you feel like the team?
I don't know. We'll look at the tape and see. I think we should continue to play hard. I really do. I don't think the effort was an issue, but if it was, we'll obviously address it.
So you just gave up 406 yards to Kansas State in the first half.
Yep, it's really bad. Yep, that's not good. It's bad. It's as bad as I've ever seen.
What are you going to do to pick up the pieces, during the bye week?
I don't know. We'll see. We're going to try to get it fixed, and if we need to make some personnel changes, obviously we'll try to do whatever we can do to improve our team and play better.
Was there anything K-State was doing, Coach, that confused Josh? Was he telling you guys?
No, I don't think so. They mixed drop 8 and blitz, which that's kind of what they do. That's and we just never really got settled in. It seemed like that. The windows were small when we had opportunities to make competitive plays. We didn't make them. They did a good job keeping us off balance. We couldn't run the football. Got one-dimensional, and versus a 3-down team, you've got to be able to run the football. We couldn't run it.
What's the message to the team for them to close the season after you guys win?
Well, disappointed. I was disappointed. Like I said, I think the key to us is to try to play well a week from Thursday and try to win a game. You know what I mean? I think that's like I said, you saw us play last week. We played well last week against a good football team, and today we didn't. And so we got to try to figure out why there's no consistency.
How hard is it for an offensive guy to call an offense when you're going against a team that uses the clock and they're having so much success?
It's hard. It puts your back against the wall, but obviously we've got to perform better than we did. As I said, Kansas State came out and ran through us, and I think at that point we felt like we were going to have to score touchdowns, and it changes the way you approach the game a little bit, but there's no excuse. We've got to be able to score points, move the football consistently, and stop somebody. We didn't do it today.
How do you think your quarterback played in the hostile environment?
I think he played like a young quarterback. We'll go back and look at it. I think that obviously didn't play well enough for us to win, and it was a rough game, I think, across the board offensively.
Where's your overall frustration level with how the season's kind of gone so far?
Well, I'm frustrated. I think that, you look around college football, you know, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, the Big 12 is good. There's a lot of, you know, kind of week in and week out. It's competitive. There's some teams that, you know, every single game it seems like is a battle, and you know, we haven't played particularly well. I mean, there's some games that we would love to have back, but you know, we're not getting them back, and we've got to keep moving forward and grow as a program and get better and play better. You know, as I said, coming into this game, I think we felt like we were well prepared. We felt like we practiced well. You know, I think we were in a good place, and then we came out here and had this performance. So you know, your guess is as good as mine. How we can play as good as we did last week and as poorly as we did this week. I mean, that's not indicative of a good football team.
Coach, you mentioned personnel. Is it safe to say there might be some open?
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, there always is. I mean, we evaluate guys every day. I mean, no one's job is ever safe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to perform well and you have to practice well to play. And so rest assured, we're playing the best guys that we can and that we think are going to give us the best chance to win. And we'll go through and look at today's tape, and if we think we can get better by playing somebody else, we'll do it. Or if somebody didn't play hard today, we'll make sure that we handle it. But you know, this was obviously a very poor performance.
Regroup, look at each other, make sure everybody good, spread good energy, and you know, move on. Watch the film, look in the mirror about it, be serious, be self-critical, and just move on.
Coach said you guys had a good week of practice and y'all were prepared. I mean, did Kansas State do anything that just kind of shocked you guys?
I did everything on film we seen, bro. It's just gotta play.
How tough was it facing two different quarterbacks?
Really wasn't that tough, cause they don't do a lot of crazy stuff. They do their little motions, they do their little stuff, whatever. But it's nothing we haven't seen.
Are you frustrated at all with how the season's going?
If you break it down, first 3 losses, lost by 3, something like that. So, I mean, you really can't be frustrated because at the end of the day, you're playing football. As a competitor, yeah. Because nobody wants 4 losses on their belt. I don't care who you are. But as far as that, I mean, we got to move on, bro. Like, I can't go out there and change it. It's already in stone now, so we just got to keep moving on as a team and as a leader, captain, and individually. Like, we all got to move on, so it ain't just one person.
Do you feel like tonight was more execution on y'all's part, or
Yeah.
was it stuff that Kansas State did?
Man, the offense can't go out there and play defense, just like the defense can't go out there and play offense. So everybody got a job. It's offense, defense, special team. We got to defend. It's simple.
So what do you hope to accomplish this bye week coming up and that next game at Texas Tech?
Confidence, mentality, playing with our hair on fire, and playing together, man. Those 4 things right there. Do that, we'll be successful in the rest of the season. But it's gonna take this week, this whole bye week, day by day, week by week, rep by rep. Everybody just locking in, doing what they have to do. It's not hard. It's not hard, and we could do it, but we gotta want to do it because it's a difference.
I mean, there's 2 ways to go, right? You know, like you said, I've been a part of teams like this, and in 2020, which was a COVID year, we responded and we went 6-4. We started off 1-3 and went 6-4. And I've had years where we started off 1-3 and went 5-7. So my message to the team is there's only 2 ways to go. And who do you want to be? Who are you as a person? Because this is really a gut check to your personal character as much as it is this team. I mean, along with that, I'm just gonna say that, you know, guys, like, we can do whatever we want to do. We have to have the confidence and the attention to detail to do it.
Coach said y'all didn't play very well in the trenches on both sides. What were your kind of overall thoughts on how you guys played as a whole line?
I mean, he hit a spot on. We didn't play very well. You know, we got caught, you know, playing high, playing timid, not using our hands very well. And, you know, they did a lot of what we thought they were going to do coming in. The problem was that if anything that didn't go the way that we thought it would. We started just second-guessing ourselves, not playing very much confidence. And Coach is exactly right. And if you can't, I mean, that game right there shows you if you cannot establish yourself in the trenches, that's what's going to happen, both sides of the ball. If you cannot stop the run and establish the run, that's what's going to happen.
So you guys had a great week of practice, so was it surprising for you guys to perform like this?
I mean, a great week of practice only gives you a chance. That's the bare minimum. You know, if we practice great, that gives you a chance to play well. It doesn't mean you are, gives you a chance. So, am I surprised? Yes, but if you practice great, this could still happen to you. You know what I mean? So you have to put it together on Saturday. So, am I surprised? Yes, but it happens.
Does it kind of have you frustrated playing as good as you guys did last week and then playing like you did tonight?
I mean, it's super frustrating because you have a glimpse of what you can be, you know, and then you turn around and you have, you know, football is a very humbling sport. You can ride the highest of highs and get brought back down to the lowest of lows within weeks. So right now we're at a very low point. Last week we're at a very high point, but it is very frustrating because you see what you can do. You know, you've seen what this team can be whenever we're clicking and we're playing complementary football, but then you see what this team can be when we do none of that. So it is very frustrating.
How beneficial do you think the bye week can be to just kind of letting you guys kind of mentally reset?
I think it's going to be huge. I think we need to figure out who we are again. I think we need to figure out what we want to do again. And that bye week was just time, like you said, mentally and physically to just kind of sit back and reflect. And, you know, we've been through 8 weeks. We have four games left. So we have 4 games left. We have to figure out what we want to do with those 4 games because we can beat every single team on our schedule left. We know that. We've beaten every single team on our schedule left. We know that we can beat everybody. The problem is do we have the confidence and do we have the attention to detail to have that success? And I think we need to really question ourselves, players, coaches, anybody within our walls needs to really question themselves and figure out what we want to do these next 4 weeks.
As mentioned, TCU now with a bye week, and then they'll be heading in for a short week over Texas Tech over down there in Lubbock on a Thursday night. Kind of just like the NFL. They're playing in the NFL this week, so hope to see a lot from them and hope to see them get back into the win column over there in Lubbock on Thursday. From everybody here at Frogs Today, I'm Maggie Hale. Go Frogs!